Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Baltimore Orioles going up against the Chicago White Sox. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, Andrew Vaughn.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup, and when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
So just about set now, and our starting pitcher here today, Dylan Cease. What do we have on him?
His career ERA's been under 4. What I like most about him is his reliability. Takes the ball every fifth day, ready to go whenever the manager calls.
Now it's the shortstop, number 28. The wind of the pitch. And there's the strike.
Hey, plays at 1 now.
The wind of the pitch. And there's the strike. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a pitch. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. And Kenny Jansen punches him out. That's a strikeout. Here is Yohan Moncada. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And that's a strike. This one popped up right side. And there are 2 outs.
Batting third, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit. Second in the American League in hitting. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. We played an inning, no score.
In the background is a blind spot. Rolling dice.
Back here on the south side. Now it's the DH, Eloy Jimenez. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
That's to third. Zips it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Oscar.
And next to hit for the Sox, number 79. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Now one missed.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike and not get the call, but most of the time Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. Left-hand batter waits. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Oh, you may think, man, that pitch was right on a tee for him, but I don't care where a knuckleball ends up. Those things dance all over the place, and even when they pass right through the hitting zone, squaring it up or even getting a good piece of it can be a tough task.
Andrew Vaughn in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. In the air out towards right center. Santander in pursuit. Grabs it on the run. And that'll do it. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Laz Rivera.
The second baseman,
James, only 20 years old. He's the reigning American League Cy Young Award winner. That's in there. It's 0-1. And that drops in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
He handles it himself, and a quick out, number 1.
the center fielder,
Now here's Jake Marisnick. There's a strike. And that's in the dirt.
That's low. Ball.
And the pitch. And 1-2.
1-2.
On the ground to first, Mountcastle. And he handles it himself for the out.
batting ninth, the catcher,
Seby Zavala will hit next. Zavala will handle the catching duties in this one. 31 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. On the ground to first, Mountcastle takes it himself. That's the third out. 9 straight retired here to start the game. 3 innings complete. We're tied 0-0. Back at guaranteed rate field, and stepping in is the speedy number 28. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That smash towards center. Mullins brings it in with a nice run and grab.
the batter, the third baseman,
And now Yohan Moncada.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
The wind of the pitch. And here it comes.
Ball. 1-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The White Sox hitless so far in the game. Next one misses, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Benintendi in the box here lets that one go for a ball. He's 0 for 1. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner, kicks and fires. High fly ball out to center field. And Benintendi is out. And that will end the inning. Chi Sox held in check here, and we are still scoreless. Here on the south side, here's Eloy Jimenez. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable, and because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Santander in pursuit. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Now that's right fielder.
And up next for Chicago, number 79. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
In the air, center field. Squeezes it. 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 25.
Andrew Vaughn now. Hit it well, but flied out to the deepest part of the outfield his first time. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Two outs. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. Nothing doing for the White Sox, and we're still knotted at 0.
I do it all. We ain't talking money. We ain't talking. It's the game. And yeah,
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Las Rivera. The pitch. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
You know, these White Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Next one just
That's
misses.
it. That's the ball.
And the count 1-2.
And as
One
we
ball,
get
2
deeper,
strikes.
it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel
Ball, that's
more
high.
and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Marisnik takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. Next offering is in for a strike. Next pitch is popped up.
Me.
Mountcastle puts it away, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, catcher.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Seby Zavala. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time.
Well, on the mound, very
Outside, ball.
efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
2 down, nobody on. That's off the
That's the
mark,
ball.
and now 2-0.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
Now a fly ball to right center. Santander in pursuit. Snags it on the run. And that is that. Down in order go the White Sox. Still down 3-0.
On the real, never let a hater pass me. Y'all spin, I stack. Bow height times 2 plus Shaq.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 7th, stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, number 28. The White Sox in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
James back to work. That clips the corner.
Here we go right now, fellas.
Right side. In there, base hit. And the bid for history is gone.
Well, he's been absolutely lights out on the mound all game, and I really thought he might pull off some history here, Boog.
He had that look, no doubt. Perfect games are so tough, though. It's one of the rarest feats in sports for a reason. Here is Moncada, and he swings and misses at the initial offering.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
At the belt and fires. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Man at first, Andrew Benintendi up to the plate. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
To the right side. Mountcastle toss to second, and he'll hold on to it, so they get one.
Yeah, I'm looking at his body language, and he just doesn't seem like things are in sync, and the ball's just not coming off his bat the way it did earlier in the regular season.
Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Santander pulls it down, and that is that. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. 8th inning coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the White Sox nothing. And welcome back. Bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, number 79. Here comes a pitch. That one at the knees for a strike. James into his 8th inning of work, Singy. He's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he held back, according to Rusty Valentine. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. Swing and a miss struck him out.
Well, obviously the knuckleball, it's not a pitch designed to blow by hitters, but you'll see this every once in a while. You give up on that pitch at the plate, and then the last moment it darts back into the strike zone, and you're just not ready to get a swing off in time. Looks like it's 100 miles per hour, and I tell you what, I know from personal experience it's not a good feeling.
Here we go, guys.
Kicks and deals. Slice down the right side. And that's a strikeout looking. Buckled him with the backdoor breaking ball for strike 3.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's the second baseman, Laz Rivera.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Swing and a miss. Going on. That's a strike. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Chi Sox held in check here. It's 5-0. Back at Guaranteed Rate Field. Bottom 9, leading off, Jake Marisnick. James back to work. He was late there. Strike one.
Blazer 1 now.
That one the other way. Base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Only 2 hits
Now
allowed
batting.
so far tonight,
The
Boog,
catcher.
so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
And here is Sebi Zavala. There's the strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving.
Hey,
Don't try to do too much.
Yeah, the lefty with the 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Marisnick on at first. Nobody out. Hit weakly on the ground. Slings to second. On to Mountcastle. It's a double play.
Well, that's a huge ball in play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So digging in, number 28.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
And that one is lifted in the air. Santander in pursuit. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Orioles take game 1 of the series on the road.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
5-0 the final in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Chambi saying so long from the south side of Chicago.